Verliebten, wo zwei sich verliebten, doch der Dann hat ihr Gefühl verbrannt. Die Sphinx stand in der Mitte, als ganz neutrale Dritte, und sie fand, was da im Wege stand. Allerdings, sprach die Sphinx, rückt das Ding mehr nach links, und mit einem Mal da ging's. Allerdings, sprach die Sphinx, rückt das Ding mehr nach links, und dann ging's. Der Geldschrank Franke, stand nachts vor einem Schranke, doch das Schloss, das hat sich nicht gerührt. Da sprach er voller Trauer.
Der Hauptfeldwebel, erste Kompanie ist fertig.
Danke, Feldwebel. Once again, guten Abend, erste Kompanie.
Guten Abend.
Hopefully nobody's chairs are broken. Alright. Okay, like I said, we just got flown in to Jassy. We have quite a bit of equipment that's been detrained here. We have a few stipulations with the equipment though. Not all of it is ours. Quite a bit of it's going to a newly founded Romanian Panzer division. We have to be able to train them as well as train ourselves on the new equipment. We've received a lot of replacements since we last had a good influx of material, so this will be a learning process for everyone. But we have some really well-trained NCOs here, Unteroffiziere, who can definitely guide us along in that. So I know that there's a lot of green people here, not familiar with the tracks, but don't worry about it, we'll take care of that. We're currently in the rear. We don't have to worry about Soviets approaching our front door anymore, thank God. But, you know, there has been a few Soviet aircraft flying over, bombing Jassy. So strict blackout rules are in effect during nighttime or past sunset. Nothing unusual there if you've been back to Germany in the past few years. Okay. So the 23rd Panzer Division, ever since it came off of the Meuse front back in 1943, they fell back to the Krivij area, and we've been defending there bitterly over the terrible winter we had. Not as cold, mind you, but the road conditions were just absolutely abysmal. Well, we had to keep falling back across Belarus and parts of Ukraine until Der Fuhrer decided that it would be best if we, since we already have experience with the Romanians, to be able to help them build a new Panzergruppe, probably as some sort of repayment for us taking a bunch of their oil, all those other sorts of supplies. Well, I understand it. Doesn't mean we have to like it, but hey, we don't have very many allies anymore, and they're at least fighting for us. Well, that's all that comes to mind for myself. Herr Hauptmann, anything else to add?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a few things just before we get over to the actual parade. I want to just say well done to everyone over the last few months, to the new recruiting that have joined. Happy to see you here. I'm happy there's so many of you that are getting promoted today. You guys have truly found a special unit to join in. Yeah, I'm excited to promote all of you. You know, long-standing tradition as a unit. We do role-play our ranks in game. We go over that in Rekrutschule. We go over the whole respect aspect. But this is really the culmination of all of that. It is these parades are only a few times a year, and it's good to have or give people the acknowledgement they deserve in the form of these parades and medals and awards. And for the newer people that join that don't know, all these awards that you see on people's uniforms around you are awards that have actually been earned throughout our campaigns over the years. So that's an extra kind of cool immersive aspect of our unit when you're running around during missions. You know, there's a meaning and story behind all of these awards and promotions. So with that mentality, let's carry on and have a good parade.
Jawohl. Feldwebel? company is yours. I highly recommend going from back or front to back now. So we lead them on to the parade ground.
Jawohl, Herr Hauptfeldwebel. Alright, as the Hauptfeldwebel said, we'll be standing up on the command of Auf. We'll be marching, starting with whoever this is right up here next to the back, Gefreiter Hall. Erste Kompanie, Auf!
Oops.
Nice.
I'll just
Das hübsche Fräulein Anne hat eine Autopanne, doch da sie vom Auto nicht versteht, rief schließlich ihr Begleiter, das geht nicht mehr so weiter, wenn das Ding nicht endlich weitergeht. Allerdings, fragt das Ding, rückt das Ding mehr nach links und mit einem Mal da ging. Allerdings, fragt das Ding, rückt das Ding mehr nach links und dann ging. In Worau an der Eger, da lebte mal ein Neger und er lebte dort so viele Jahre. Doch nur die Mädchen wissen, die's eben wissen müssen, dass der Neger dort sein Neger war. Allerdings, fragt die Ding, rückt das Ding mehr nach links und mit einem Mal ging. Allerdings, fragt das Ding, rückt das Ding mehr nach links und dann ging. Allerdings, fragt das Ding, allerdings, fragt das Ding, rückt das Ding mehr nach links und dann ging.
Back, 'cause you're almost right in front of me.
Yeah, apparently you'll be on 6 months.
Okay, guten Tag, Erste Kompanie.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Herr Hauptmann.
Welcome to Romania. We will get through this awards and promotion ceremony and hop right into some Ausbildung. As the Hauptfeldwebel mentioned, Ausbildung is integral to what we do as a unit, so I appreciate all of your participation leading up to the campaign. I just want to take this time to thank the Gefechtstross, everyone involved with the Stab part of the unit. It's, you know, in the background there's truly, you know, a lot of stuff going on, and it's managed by people volunteering their time and taking up certain jobs within the unit. So thank you all very much. If you stepped up into a Stab job within the last, you know, 6 months, a year, it is greatly appreciated. With that being said, for you new Panzergrenadiers that are getting promoted today, if you would like to get involved with the unit and helping us out administratively, those jobs are always open. So inquire through your Gruppen and your Gruppenführer, and we can make that happen. Okay, so the first promotions we're gonna do are for the recruit classes. For those that don't know, we've gone back to a class system. So Recruit Klasse 002, Recruit König, Recruit Jung, Recruit Steiner, Recruit Lang, Recruit Esther, Recruit Hessler, and Recruit Hetzenauer antreten.
Rekrut König, meldet an.
Recruit Esther, noted down.
Rekrut Hetzenauer, meldet an.
Recruit Lang, meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
Rekrut Steiner, meldet an.
Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Panzergrenadier. Congratulations and well done, all of you. Welcome to the unit and welcome to being a part of the history. Weitermachen.
Danke, Herr
Danke,
Hauptmann.
Herr Hauptmann.
Danke, Hauptmann.
Panzergrenadier.
Okay, Recruit Klasse 003. We have Recruit Kalkstein, Recruit Reds, Recruit Bauer, Recruit Kastel, and Recruit Wagner antreten.
Rekrut Wagner, meldet an. Hey, Hauptmann.
Bronstein, I think there's a bit of confusion. I said Kalkstein, not Bronstein.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Weitermachen, real quick.
Rekrut Power, bitte dran, Herr Hauptmann Keppler.
Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Panzergrenadier. Congratulations, gents. Well done. Welcome to the unit. Weitermachen.
Danke, Herr Hauptmann.
Herr Hauptmann.
Panzergrenadier.
Panzerschütze Kracht antreten.
Panzerschütze Kracht. Meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
You've done a really good job since returning to the unit, Kracht. You've really invested a lot of time in the Stab part of the unit as well. It's been excellent to see. Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Panzeroberschütze. Congratulations, well done. Weitermachen.
Dankeschön, Herr Hauptmann.
Panzergrenadier Jochmann antreten.
Panzergrenadier Jochmann meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Panzerobergrenadier. Congratulations, well done, Jochmann. Weitermachen.
Vielen Dank, Herr Hauptmann.
Panzerobergrenadier Paulus antreten.
Panzerobergrenadier Paulus meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
Are there any sinks around, Paulus?
Entschuldigung?
Are there any sinks around?
Sinks. What are sinks?
Panzerobergrenadier Paulus is a staple of Erste Gruppe. Being with the Gruppen for more than 2 years, he has shown a commitment and professionalism that sets his Gruppe and the unit apart. In combat, Paulus is level-headed and experienced with all the workings of the Gruppe. Because of these reasons, I believe he has earned his promotion to Gefreiter. Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Gefreiter. Congratulations, well done, Paulus.
Vielen Dank, Herr Hauptmann, and I finally understand what you mean.
Excellent, good. Weitermachen. Panzerobergrenadier Köhler antreten.
Panzerobergrenadier Köhler, another time.
Over the past few months of hard fighting, Panzerobergrenadier Köhler has developed quickly as an intergruppen leader. Often stepping up and taking charge of various Truppen, Panzerobergrenadier Köhler has gone above and beyond his rank and been integral to Erste Gruppe's fighting capacity over the last 4 months. Often stepping up when the Stelv is wounded, Köhler has shown the kind of initiative that makes great soldaten. Selflessly assuming the responsibility quickly and putting the weight of the Gruppe on his shoulders in dire circumstances. For time in service and for earnestly assisting in the running and operation of the Gruppe, Panzerobergrenadier Köhler has earned his promotion to Gefreiter. I absolutely agree with that, Köhler. Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Gefreiter. Well done, Köhler. Weitermachen.
Dankeschön, Herr Hauptmann.
Panzerobergrenadier Meier.
Panzerobergrenadier Meier meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
Panzerobergrenadier Meier is an integral part of Erste Gruppe. His comradeschaft, welcoming attitude, and willingness to help train arriving Panzergrenadier has helped keep Erste Gruppe remain in high spirits while on the Eastern Front. As an MG, he is dedicated to the smooth operation of his weapon and keeping the Gruppen working effectively around his base of fire. Recently taking on the role of Hilfskrankentrager, Meier has also learned to effectively treat wounded on the front lines and quickly whisk them to where the Kompanie verwundete Nest is. His 2 years of experience and his behavior both in-game and out-of-game as a welcoming face to new recruiting has earned him a promotion to Gefreiter. I agree with all of the listed points as well, Meier. Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Gefreiter. Good job, Meier. Weitermachen.
Dankeschön, Herr Hauptmann.
Gefreiter Weber antreten.
Sanitäts-Gefreiter Weber, meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
Gefreiter Weber has been a long-standing member of the unit. He has worked in a multitude of roles, from panzers to his current role as Sanitäts-Offizier. Gefreiter Weber has personally, in his current role, seen to the improvement of the Sanitätstroop and has set up classes to improve the overall medical knowledge of the company. Gefreiter Weber has worked in the unit administratively, working on uniform textures and unit signatures to improve the overall professionalism of the unit. Given his long service since 2018 and his dedication and expertise in his role, Gefreiter Weber is highly deserving of the rank of Obergefreiter. Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Obergefreiter. Well done, Weber. You've really turned the Sanitätstroop into a well-oiled machine. It's good to see. Weitermachen.
Danke, Herr Hauptmann.
Gefreiter Schmeidel, antreten.
Gefreiter Schmeidel meldet an.
I can't believe I'm about to promote your ass to Obergefreiter. Never thought I would have seen the day. Gefreiter Schmeidel has been a core member of the 23rd Panzer Division for many years. During this time, he's proven time and time again that he is capable in all areas of study and combat. On many occasions, Schmeidel took it upon himself to be a father figure to new recruiting and junior members of the unit, providing them with valuable knowledge he has gained over the years. During his time in the unit, Schmeidel has participated in many combat billets from Schütze, MG-Schütze, and Hilfskrankentrager. His experience and ability to translate that knowledge to new recruiting highlights his expertise even more. Most importantly, he never hesitates to step up to his responsibilities, always filling in as Truppenführer or Stelv when the leadership is absent. It is for these reasons I recommend Gefreiter Schmeidel be promoted to Obergefreiter. Absolutely, Schmeidel. Im Namen des Führers und obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, ich befördere Sie zum Obergefreiter.
Danke,
well
Herr.
done. Weitermachen. Okay, so that concludes the promotions. Like I said, for the recruiting that weren't able to get here today or be here today, we'll get them promoted soon, either one of these upcoming Saturdays or Sundays. Okay, moving on to awards. So for the Infanterie Sturmabzeichen in Bronze, in the Verwundetenabzeichen in Schwarz, you don't need to come up. I'm just going to list off the names. So the Infantry Sturmabzeichen in Bronze is awarded to those that take part in and survive 3 infantry attacks or assaults or combat days. So awarded the Infantry Sturmabzeichen in Bronze is Panzergrenadier Sauber, Panzergrenadier Duca, Panzergrenadier Brandt, and Panzergrenadier Friedenhof. The Verwundetenabzeichen in Schwarz is awarded to those that are knocked unconscious and wounded during a combat day or campaign mission and are brought back from death. They would have otherwise died if they didn't receive medical attention. And they were resuscitated as well. So awarded the Verwundetenabzeichen in Schwarz, Panzergrenadier Duca, Panzergrenadier Brandt, and Panzergrenadier Friedenhof. Obergefreiter Vollmer, antreten. In the midst of a company-wide retreat from the Vakila bridgehead to a new staging area in the south, Aufklärung's troop was tasked with performing a rearguard action by directing indirect fire upon the pursuing enemy from Battery Rodel. Taking up previously prepared positions in the broken ground in front of Widerstandsnest Gotha, the Spee troop at this point was the only element left on the line, began to harass enemy probes emerging from the east. Pushing through harassing artillery fire, a Russian T-34 with tank-riding infantry crossed the open expanse along the West-to-Oststrasse. Obergefreiter Vollmer, with a total disregard for his own safety, maneuvered himself out of cover and onto the left flank of the approaching tank, loosing several Sprenggranate rounds from his Schießbecker into the tank's tracks. Disabled, the panic crew began to dismount their vehicle as a friendly pack brought up by Grenadier Regiment 513 destroyed a tank a mere 20 meters in front of our defenses. If it were not for the actions of Obergefreiter Vollmer at this crucial moment, Aufklärung's troop might have been destroyed in detail. Having witnessed these feats, I hereby nominate Obergefreiter Vollmer to be awarded the Eisernes-Kreuz Zweite-Klasse.
Okay, Herr Hauptmann.
I agree, Vollmer. It's the lieutenant and I were talking before this, and we thought it was crazy that, you know, like in your 10 years of experience, you still don't have any K2. But im Namen des Führers und Obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, I hereby award you the Eisernes-Kreuz Zweite-Klasse. Well done, Vollmer. Weitermachen.
Panzergrenadier.
Obergefreiter Rodel und Gefreiter Neumann antreten.
Obergefreiter Rodel, meldet an, Herr Hauptmann.
So this citation has kind of been a work in progress over the last few campaigns. Okay. During an attack against American forces along the Karshek Peninsula, Intergruppe Keppler was tasked with establishing a blocking force across the river Darshe. Being deployed as a Panzeraufklärer, it was the duty of our troop to provide coordinates for indirect fire along the enemy defensive line. Zugrodel, a part of Panzer Artillery Regiment 23, actively and effectively nullified all Feindliche Stellungen and attempted counterattacks throughout the entire engagement. Their fire was so precise that on many occasions the enemy abandoned all attempts to reoccupy their old positions. Desperate to expel our forces back across the river, the enemy launched a counterattack onto the flanks of our company. The Feind thrusted south upon our defensive works with several panzers, SPV, and dismounted infantry. Zugrodel was instrumental in repelling incursions into our line, single-handedly halting the enemy's advance and putting their panzers into our sights of our Tigers in pack positions. Zugrodel would later go on to serve with distinction in Winterschlag II and Monte Cassino, at times single-handedly crewing and calculating vital fire missions during pivotal moments in these campaigns. It is for these reasons that I hereby nominate Obergefreiter Rodel and Gefreiter Neumann to be awarded the Eisernes-Kreuz Zweite Klasse. So, im Namen des Führers und Obersten Befehlshabers der Wehrmacht, I hereby award both of you the Eisernes-Kreuz Zweite Klasse.
Danke, Herr Hauptmann.
Well done. Weitermachen.
Panzergrenadier.
Okay, I do believe that concludes all of the awards, which thus concludes the parade.
Feldwebel, can you take us on?
The company is yours to dismiss. Weitermachen.
Okay, Hauptmann. That's the company. Victory.